Hey guys, Thrift Store Dave here. It is that time again. It's been about 3 months. Time to show you a recap video about some of the hats that I've been able to find at thrift stores, online thrifting and other wares, and what I've been able to sell them for. So let's begin. Okay, so first off, apologies for the smaller pictures. I had slacked a little bit on making this video, and some of my older sold items no longer have links to the full picture on eBay. So this first hat is a 2019 Cubs Artist Series hat. It was made by designer Brandon Bro. I find that these hats are often very easy to resell. The hard part is getting the right price point. So I paid $14 for this one, but I knew I would sell it for more. Had to sit on this one for a while, but sold it for 25 bucks. The lesson I learned here is just get a cheaper price point. Next is a hat that I sold that I had been sitting on a while also, that I bought back when I was less picky about margins. So a Cub fan's favorite hat. I was able to pay $6 for it and unload it for 13. Doubled my money, but future sales are going to be much more lucrative. This next hat was really cool. It was a bucket hat that I was able to find for just $2. Golf hats always resell, and rare variants of them sell because no one else can find them and they're just very cool. So got 20 bucks for this, paid $2 for it. Next we have a Mallory by Stetson flat cap that was in a bright blue color. Paid $5 for this, was able to turn it for 25. That's more the price margin that I was thinking of. After that, I found an old 1990s Hummer H3 baseball cap. It was in decent shape. I just had to clean some sweat stains off it. Paid only $2 for it. So I let it go for 15. Not a great margin, but pretty good, and I knew it would sell quickly, and it did on the first try. Steering back to baseball for a sec, I had a Cubs 2021 City Connect baseball cap. These were very popular. They've started to get turned into thrift stores at this point, so they don't go for 60 bucks anymore. This one I paid $5 for and was able to turn for 20. Last in this first group of hats is a Betmar acrylic bucket hat or bowler hat. Paid only $1 for it. I figured for $1 I could see what I could get for it. This is kind of me dipping my toes in the water of women's hats to see if any of them are valuable. This one wasn't, but it was a very quick sale, so I might buy some of these in the future again if they're just $1. Okay, we are about a third of the way in. I hope you liked what you've watched so far. If you have, please hit like, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to go through another third of the videos and let's see what else I sold. So these next two hats were kind of nostalgic for me. This first one was a 1990s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers bucket hat. This could have been made from sheets or I don't know, but for $3 and given its content matter, I had to buy it, and sure enough, someone else agreed with me and paid $20 for it. Then I found a 90s Fila embroidered hat. This one was only $2.50. The reason I only was able to sell it for $8 is because I tried to wash it to clean some stains off, and the mistake was I had red embroidery on a white hat, so it bled. The person who paid less for it was willing to deal with that, but I could have gotten much more money if I just sold it in as-is condition. Lesson learned on my part. Next we have a Trek Bicycles hat, new with tags, that I was able to get for $7. This was a good margin hat, part of my new goal of making around 20 bucks per hat, so I sold this one for 25. Alright, happy to be back to fuller screen pictures here now. I have a 1990s bow nose mesh snapback hat. Bo Jackson, super popular in Chicago and in baseball and football, had a lot of items in the 90s that he endorsed, and so he had a whole hat line. I paid $3 for this, sold it for 20. After that we have a wool Greek fisherman or fiddler cap. These are very popular. They run hot and cold as far as like surges in popularity, but for a $3 investment, I knew I'd make money, and sure enough, sold this one for 18. After that, we have a Detroit Tigers flare hair hat. So these are visors that look like hats because they've got funny kinds of hair on top. They make them for different companies or teams or reasons, and for $3 I figured some Detroit fan would buy it, and they did for $14. And then after that, I got a really good hat that I found at a neighborhood garage sale. Anytime you see a hat that's got a leather bill or all kinds of interesting emblems on it, you do a little homework, and sometimes you just don't even question it. I paid $5 for this without even thinking, and I was able to sell it for $28, and it didn't take long. All right, we are now about 2/3 of the way through. Again, hope you're enjoying what you're watching, giving you some intermittent previews of other hats that are going to be listed in the near future, a little more seasonal. On with the final few hats. So I was very happy with my margins on this next hat because I paid $0 for it. My brother wanted to just get rid of it. He was cleaning out stuff from his room from back in the 90s, and this Gatorade hat is pretty hot right now. So this was an easy $30 gain. After that, I had a second Chicago White Sox Trapper winter hat, like you just saw in the last clip. Paid $3 a piece for these, and so they're going to go for the $10 to $20 range. This one went for $14, so that wasn't too bad of a profit. After that, we have a Cubs 2016 World Series Champs stocking cap, and I only paid $1 for it. So again, if it's only $1, I can sell it for 10 to 12 bucks like I did and not think twice about it because that's still a great margin. That's 12 times my investment. After that, we've got an Avenue Q the Musical foam mesh trucker hat. Paid only $2 for this. I was able to get 2 of them. And this is one of those weird content kind of hats that someone's going to collect eventually. This is like the dirty version of the Muppets. And so they would make a musical and they went around the country and in this case, even to Mexico. After that, we've got a Gorin Brothers flat cap. Anytime I see those, I snap them up. Some of them sell for more than others, but for $5, this was worth the risk. This one didn't pan out as well as others have, but I still made 10 bucks on it. I was a little disappointed with this Audi Quattro snapback hat I got. $5 might have been overpaying for it because I ultimately was only able to sell it for $10. Lesson learned on that one. After that, we've got a Broner camo hunting bucket hat. This one was old, the foam was missing, so I took a chance at $2 for the hat, was still able to unload it for 10. Happy about that. Okay, and my last hat for this video is an interesting one. It is a 90s corduroy hat. There is a merge of 2 popular trends right now. One is corduroy hats and the other is resort wear. Stuff that people got when they were at a resort back in the day. This met both criteria. I had bought this hat in a bag of hats that I paid 45 bucks for, and just this one hat got me $25 back. I've still got a Shady Unlimited M&M hat I'm waiting to sell from that lot, amongst other goodies. So very happy with this profit because I took advantage of the trend. All right, so that wraps it up for this quarter's sales of hats that I've been able to find thrifting at various places and resell. Made some better margins this time. Very happy with that improvement over time. I'm getting a sharper eye, just like I hope you guys are by watching these videos. I find that going to that thrift store initially and seeing a bin full of hats can be overwhelming. But little by little, as I'm picking through these and figuring out which ones are valuable and which ones are not, I'm getting a sharper eye, and I hope you guys do too. Thanks again, as always, for watching. Please like the video. Please check out my eBay store, LC208, and I'll see you guys again next week, hopefully. I'm Thrift Store Dave.